What's that? Are you doing GIMP?
Okay, so I wanna like, why is everybody calling it that? It's lanyard.
Are we gonna?
I've never heard the term GIMP until like maybe a year ago, and I'm like, what are y'all talking about?
Are we gonna have to do this? Are we gonna really start the show off with this right now?
can.
Let me make sure I'm recording. Okay, we recording.
Yeah, we can, because yeah,
It's what now?
it's lanyard. It's lanyard. Like, what are you talking about?
I never heard it called that. Hold on, let me fix your light while you go over there and fix your GIMP.
Yeah, no,
Wait, you know how to start?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Did you? I was like asking everybody, like when I was younger, like, hey, how do you?
Oh, I was that girl with the lanyard.
Was
like,
you?
Child. That's why I keep like. What I've decided to do is like, because I realize everybody has their like thing. Like, you love to read books. Simone loves to color. Like, Simone will literally sit in her room and will color watching a movie.
I believe it.
I enjoy watching movies and doing lanyard.
Doing GIMP?
Lanyard. It's called lanyard.
We need to do a poll.
What?
It's called GIMP.
It's not. It's literally called.
And for those who don't even know, like you can't see it, I'm going to put a picture up of what it looks like.
Oh, this just says crafter's favorite lacing. That doesn't really help me, but oh damn, that doesn't help.
I can't believe you're really in here playing with GIMP. Oh shit! Come on, colors.
I got another one.
That is hilarious.
They also listen. Yes, I'm 35 and I'm still doing lanyard. I don't care.
I'm not judging.
You know what I'm saying?
I just thought it was interesting. That's really cool. I love that for you, friend.
Yeah, I
love that for you.
Yeah, I know how to start. So if anybody wants me to start them a box or a barrel or
you know how to do the Cobra?
I do know how to do the Cobra.
Wow, I don't even know how to do any of that stuff.
For real?
I mean, I haven't done it in years.
You know what? It took me a while, but then when I started working at a summer camp again, I was like,
what?
Child.
I am flabbergasted right now.
Listen.
Wow, what is this? The 90s? What is this, 92?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Well, 92, no. Let's say 98. Because I was 10.
Okay, I'll allow it.
You know what I'm saying? 92,
I'll
I was
allow
what,
it.
5? So I wasn't doing this yet. But I don't even know what this is about to be, but...
Are you going to add the other colors or are you just going to start with one for right now?
No, I'm just going to do this one. I'm just going to make a clear box.
Okay.
Yeah, matter of fact, I just decided it's going to be a box.
Okay.
I don't have enough strings for that.
Wow,
But anyway.
love it.
That's that.
Yeah, wow. Yeah. Well, pull out your house phones and get your game of Mall Madness ready because it's a new episode of Headwraps and Lipsticks.
Wait a minute.
Coming up next.
Did you have Mall Madness?
Oh, did I, girl?
Oh, my God.
Listen. Me and my cousins would get together
Yo,
and play Ball Madness.
Don't play around with it.
Listen, they need to bring that game back today.
Listen, I was watching an episode of was it King of Queens, and it was like some old game that he really wanted as a kid.
Yeah, and
he went and got it. And I was like, you know what? I understand that. It's like everybody feels like, oh, you're grown, you can't. I'm like, y'all out here playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with just like doing some things that you like to do as a kid. I mean, yeah, now you outside in your driveway playing hopscotch by yourself. All right, maybe.
That's not bad, though.
It's not bad, but but like, if you like to color, you get you a coloring book from Dollar Tree and some crayons, you have you a good Friday night. You know what I'm saying? You might be sipping on some wine or, you're sipping an adult drink. But
you haven't listen, a lot of millennials be buying all their kids stuff because, they couldn't.
Yeah, no, for real.
Couldn't get it when you was younger. Parents was like, I can't afford it. Well, now I got adult money.
Yeah.
And now I'll buy.
Yeah. Yeah.
GIMP.
I realize it's lint.
You ready to start the show?
Yeah, I need to cut this real quick. It's lanyard.
It's GIMP, sis.
I really don't know.
It's okay.
It's okay. Because y'all are just weird.
It's okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'm prepared.
You're prepared?
Be prepared.
All right.
Anyways.
Hey, guys.
Hey, everyone.
What is happening?
What's poppin'?
I'm your girl, Sierra T.
And I'm your girl, Sharelle.
And this is Headwraps and Lipsticks, the podcast.
We wrap the culture up in color and lanyard and all other things.
And GIMP.
Yeah.
Episode 33 in the building.
Yes.
Listen, this season is winding down, so prepare yourselves. Because I know how y'all like to do. Like, well, there's no episode. We told y'all ahead of time.
We did.
That the last episode of the season would be November 2nd. Okay?
Right.
All right? So I don't want to hear that out of your mouths.
At all. Like, don't.
Zip it. Zip it real good.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Is this episode called 90s Vibes?
Probably.
Like,
that's probably where we're going.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some stuff on the list that's going to give that. Anyway.
Honestly.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
But to start it all off, sis, what can't you wrap your head around?
Honestly, I can't wrap my head around the fact that J. Cole hasn't had a number one hit yet, like on the Billboard charts. And
ever?
Like allegedly, and I refuse to believe this. His first number one hit is like this recent song that he has with Drake on Drake's album. Ugh. And I'm like, excuse you?
Wait. He's never had a number one hit
like on the
ever?
Billboard. That's what the streets are saying. And I
like not even like hip hop.
Yeah. And I'm like, I refuse to believe that.
Actually, like now that I'm thinking about it, I can see. Yeah, I can see. I mean, think about it.
He dropped 2014 Forest Hills Drive,
which is one of my favorite albums.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you cannot tell me that NBA Youngboy had a number one hit before J. Cole. Like, I refuse to believe that.
But J. Cole doesn't make like songs where the people get lit to, basically.
Gets the people going.
Yeah, he doesn't make that kind of music. So, and unfortunately, because he doesn't, that's why
I started it.
I love that for you. Okay. You gonna start one before I leave here?
I got you.
Appreciate
you. You pick the colors you want.
Okay.
But yeah, I refuse to believe that. I can't wrap my head around it. And I haven't had it. This is all, I'm putting my journalistic skills to the test. Like, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of need to do a little bit of research because I refuse.
Yeah.
Especially like, J. Cole has had different hits with Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the morning, like, that would make sense. But not, even though it was great, the song that he just put out, but like, excuse me?
I mean, you know, I don't want to say it's never going to happen, but unless he decides to, you know, make some party music or whatever.
And honestly, we haven't gotten that since his first album. Got a good thing.
Oh, shoot.
And that song he put out, you know, with Trey Songz, like, other than that.
Oh, shoot. How that song with Trey Songz go?
He said, I heard you got a main chick, a mistress and some hoes. Yeah. Dang. J. Cole, he put out that one album and was like, all right, like, enough of all this bullshit.
that song with Missy Elliott, does that count as a party song?
No, I didn't really.
You didn't like that song?
I did, but it wasn't like...
That was I love to call your name. Yeah.
Off the Sideline album, like,
you know,
My Sideline Story, like, no, that was not the song. Like, actually, the title track of that song for that album was, like, the best song. That song actually made me cry, like...
But it wasn't a party song.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. It was just like, this nigga's in my head and I don't like it. But I love him.
Yeah,
I'm trying to tell y'all.
I don't see it. I don't see him. I mean, but listen, he goes platinum with no features and stuff. So I mean, and that's really all that matters. Number ones. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's still a great rapper.
He's the GOAT.
So it's fine.
He's number one for me.
I love that for you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What about you, sis? What can't you wrap your head around?
I'm actually tired of working, just like in general.
You know what?
You know, I tweeted that the retirement age needs to be 40. We can wrap this shit up immediately. Let's wrap it up.
I feel that.
Because you know what? Boomers, y'all really was just out here working till 65 or whatever. Like, that's crazy. Y'all should have been boycotting so that we wouldn't have to go through this.
Seriously? Because
This is absurd to be working till I'm 60 or whatever retirement age keep going up at this point, because Lord knows ain't gonna be no money for us
at all. Like, all the Social Security, like, why am I paying for it? Because it's not going to exist by the time the limit is not going to exist by the time I get there.
Stop taking the money out of my account.
Seriously,
okay?
I didn't ask for that.
I did not ask for that. Y'all not going to give it to me.
Exactly.
So here we are. But
Child.
yeah, I'm actually just tired of working, and some days I'm just like, people are doing this every day for years.
Yeah.
Years. Like every day you coming in, acting like you happy to see these people. You hate them.
Getting passed up for promotions,
Ooh.
you training people
Yes.
that's younger than you or even older than you, and you like, and then you watch them go.
Yes.
And child, don't even get me started.
Listen.
Don't even get me started.
This is all toxic. Like I really feel like we should start boycotting or something. Like something has to change because working until you 65 is crazy.
Yeah.
That's bizarre to me.
Yeah. And then like it'd be like for me. And this is no shade to anybody, you know what I'm saying? Because I know we have some listeners that be like, oh, I've been on my job for 25 years. I'm like, why?
Well, that's a whole different story.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know if
jobs were a little bit more loyal back in the day.
True.
You know, if I meet somebody now, they was, well, I don't know. They might be toward the end of, like, they might be about to retire.
Like they about to retire,
Yeah, but like, I don't know.
My dad retired from the railroad, from the Long Island Railroad after 25 years. Like, he literally got a job technically right out of high school, kind of like, you know, but 20 years old, he was working on the Long Island Railroad. I mean, public service is a little different, you know what I'm saying?
True.
So, especially in New York. So, it's like, he was all right. It was like, why am I going to pass up on this great opportunity?
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
I don't know either. But
I don't like it.
But it's time to wrap it up.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I do feel you on that.
Yeah.
I really do.
We should go, I don't know, put that in the law or something. Anyway.
Well, we can't because the boomers are still in office.
Well, damn. See what I'm saying? It's a circle. It's a circle.
Circle.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, that movie would get us canceled today.
I was laughing at Brandon said something. He was talking about something the other day, and he said something like, you know, they don't need your approval. And I was like, nah, she don't need your approval for bringing down the house. With what's his name?
Oh, Eugene Levy?
Yo. Yeah.
He was acting a fool in that movie.
I literally, every now and then, I really think about movies like that. I'm like, there's just no way possible that movie could have come. Especially, I thought I heard Negro. Are you crazy?
Listen, that movie has me cracking up every time I watch it.
Bruh.
But now I don't think I don't know. It might could still work.
Nah.
It might could still work. It might could still work.
I would be shooketh.
It might could still work.
I literally would be shooketh. Like, did you see? So some white boy got on TikTok and was breaking down "Save the Last Dance." Did you see that?
Yes. I want to be fair. I want to be honest here before we jump into the show.
Mm-hmm.
I did like Save the Last Dance up until I think I jumped on TikTok at the beginning of the pandemic, and somebody was making fun of her dance. And it is so embarrassing.
It is,
and I cannot fathom. We all thought that shit was fire.
Like
y'all.
it was something you felt when like she was dancing. Like, yo, she really about to get into Juilliard after all the shit she went through.
But wait, because I thought the dances were fire. I thought the routine was.
She's saying something about stop. Like, stop. Just like, and we was 14 years old talking about get it, girl, get it.
Because I really thought the routine was sick.
Fire.
I thought it was so
fire. And I don't care what nobody say because people be like, well, I actually thought it was great. No, you didn't. Stop it. Everybody was rooting for Sarah and Derek. Everybody was rooting for them. We wanted Nikki to go. Now that we older, we was like, nah, Nikki has some points. Nikki had points.
She was like, you white girls always coming in here.
The villain was Chanel, if we're going to talk about it. The villain was Chanel. Like, girl, what did you talk about?
Yo, that's hilarious.
I'm trying to tell you.
I loved that movie. And then, top of pandemic, y'all really ruined it for me. And I was like, okay.
My girl was getting it. Did a hip hop dance to get into fucking
She
Juilliard.
did the heel toe.
She did the heel toe and then pulled the chair. Was like, watch me squash this shit.
Oh my God.
For Juilliard.
For Juilliard. Did the heel toe.
You couldn't even get into Alvin Ailey doing that shit. Get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me? Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my God.
I actually kind of love it. I love how TikTok's like breaking down some of these old movies that we was like, wow. Now you like, oh.
I'm embarrassed, bro.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed. I think I got to Say the Last Dance on DVD somewhere in my house.
Me too.
I'm embarrassed.
Me too.
I'm embarrassed.
Girl.
But there's nothing more embarrassing than this country right now. Let's get into the show.
Oh, shit.
We are going to start with, which is still the big topic right now, which is Israel in the Palestine conflict. It has gotten progressively worse since the last time we reported on what's going on. Even today, as a matter of fact, Israel bombed a hospital.
Yeah, man. Did you see the video of like somebody caught it like literally blown up?
No, I did it. I didn't.
Yeah, it was it was a far back, but like all you just see is just like the impact. It was wild.
And it was like people were like hiding in there, because they're like, who would bomb a hospital? Israel.
Yeah, I don't.
Israel would bomb a hospital.
Child.
So that's what's going on. On top of that, fucking Israel government on Twitter had time for whatever reason to tag.
Seriously.
You need to be worried about other things, but they decided to tag Gigi Hadid in a post.
Girl.
And this is ironic because Gigi and Bella Hadid, if you don't know, are sisters, and their father is Palestinian. And so of course she's been, making her statements about, what's going on, being on the side of Palestine, which I mean, yeah. So here we go. The official government account of the state of Israel calls out Gigi Hadid for sharing posts about condemning the Israeli government. and then going to say in the post, have you been sleeping this past week, or are you just fine turning a blind eye to Jewish babies being butchered in their homes? Your silence has been very clear about where you stand. We see you. I mean, tagged her, y'all. Tagged her. Like, it's been very, very strange.
It's been weird.
It's been really, really, really weird and concerning. Did you see, I don't know if you saw this, but on Book Talk, there was an author. Her name is Lauren Wise. And there was a lady like driving. I think this was in Canada. This was in Montreal, Canada. And there was a lady driving. She had a Palestine flag on her car. And the lady like pulled over and was like, take my name down. She said, you need to be raped and murdered in front of your children for having that garbage flag on your car.
Oh my God.
Like an actual author. So the people looked her up, and now she's like got all her accounts are private, and they've all given her like books like 1 star on Goodreads and shit. So I mean, yeah.
I feel like, I know that we like celebrities and like public figures feel like they need to like speak out about certain issues, but this one is different for me. Like I just feel like a lot of people still don't know what's going on.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's still very new. And being that it's in a foreign country, we're not really getting like all the tea that we really need. And me personally, I just really think that most of these celebrities need to just be quiet. You know what I'm saying? Like, because at the end of the day, I have yet to see people being like, well, what do you think about Israel? They're not calling for Kerry Washington and LeBron James and Amy Schumer. I don't know what that was all about.
Oh, she has been acting an ass. Do you hear me?
I think she's just going through something, because I really think she thought she was about to be Hollywood's next it girl, and like we don't.
With that face? Am I wrong? Are you gonna look at me and tell me that I'm wrong?
Well.
That's literally a face only a mother could love. Okay, go ahead. I'm done. I'm done.
But I'm just like, I really just need everybody to just kind of cool it for a minute. Like I did a story on how Floyd Mayweather, he sent a whole bunch of supplies to Israel.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He actually, in my opinion, I know everybody is like, Floyd Mayweather's kind of controversial. I'm like, you know what? He's not just tweeting about stuff and posting about it. He literally racked up his private plane from floor to ceiling with a bunch of, like, I think it was like over 5,000 pounds of supplies to give to the country of Israel. So I'm like, all right, at least he's doing something. We know what side he's on, but at least he's doing something. But the rest of y'all just posting on y'all Instagram stories or on y'all, on y'all Twitter feed. It's just like, I don't know. Like and all y'all have the same narrative. My heart is breaking.
I'm sorry, that's not funny, but you right.
Literally, my heart is breaking. Blah, 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 blah. You don't even know what's going on. And I even feel like even corporations, like, I was on a call the other day and they had a moment of silence. And I was on the background like, I just think this is very inappropriate because we're on a Zoom call with a bunch of people and we don't know what they have going on.
Yeah.
And granted, you shouldn't really walk through life figuring out who you like worried about who you're offending. But at the end of the day, it's not even about being socially conscious. It's about being socially responsible.
Yeah.
Like I was telling sis, I asked her about Pete Davidson and his opening monologue for Saturday Night Live. And I actually think that was one of the most appropriate statements I've seen. Like, he didn't speak on behalf of NBC. He didn't speak on behalf of Saturday Night Live. He didn't say we're pro-Israel. He didn't say we pro-Palestine. We said, we don't like all this killing.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people dying. Y'all not really paying attention. And I was like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
To come from Pete Davidson, that's saying a lot.
It is saying a lot. It was a good statement. It was a very well
perfect.
Yeah, it was a really good statement. It wasn't divisive
at all. You know? And I just think right now, even the NFL. Yeah. The NFL.
That's crazy.
The NFL.
They legit taking a knee.
They had
all
we taking
all
knees.
All of a sudden we taking knees now.
It's appropriate now to have a moment of silence. To, honor all those lost lives overseas that have lost. Meanwhile, the game was in Buffalo.
Girl.
Meanwhile.
I mean, Buffalo probably needed that knee.
Yeah. Yeah. They probably needed it when all the people were slaughtered at Tops Supermarket.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but
yeah. It's
I just think that we just kind of I think that we have lost it as a unit on what's socially conscious, and I think we just need to be socially responsible now. Y'all don't even have, y'all PR reps are not even writing differently.
And I think honestly though, that's why a lot of celebrities are making statements and really not, they don't, even though they don't know what's going on.
It's horrible.
Yeah. It's like I'm okay with someone being silent until they educate themselves.
Exactly.
Like it's really okay to shut up. Like being quiet is always an option.
Honestly, I used to be one that would speak out before I knew, and that's just, just growing up, I used to just be like that. And then, I don't know, something just clicked to me. I was like, you know what, let me just chill for a minute. Because I don't even know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know, maybe it's just maturing. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
But,
for sure. But yeah, I mean, I think, I don't know, certain celebrities, I think if you were expecting them to be political heroes or whatever, maybe not.
That's a bigger problem.
Maybe not expect that.
Yeah.
From them people.
At all.
Why don't you look at the actual politicians?
And they're not ones to look at either.
Ooh,
but if we're gonna talk about it, so
I mean, are we? We might as well get into
get
into somebody who's not winning right now.
Damn.
I mean, you're not going to be shocked when we say it.
Absolutely not. But this is one politician that's not going to be giving you updates on world affairs anytime soon, and that's Tim Scott. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just not looking good for him in the polls at all. To the point that his super PAC, they're actually canceling TV reservations because his campaign is just literally going to shit. Right. This is from Politico. The super PAC supporting Tim Scott's presidential bid is canceling most of its remaining TV spending, reversing course after reserving $40 million in ads for him ahead of the Iowa caucuses. So for those that do not know, for some reason, and we still haven't figured this out as to why Iowa
is that girl
is the epitome of politics. I don't
understand. I don't understand.
We don't know.
What the hell is out there?
Iowa, New Hampshire.
What's the other one?
Nevada is a big one. Very odd states. So it just said the retreat from TV is the latest sign of how dire the primary has become for a candidate who once anticipated outside help from big donors. Remember that we reported?
Yes.
It was talking about how what was I about to say? Do you want me to turn this light out?
No, that's fine.
Okay. How they were really trying to figure out what was going on in his love life, or they were not going to support him anymore.
That's right.
And then he was like, well, I'm dating a lovely Christian girl.
Is she in the room with us now?
We play pickleball and read the Bible. That's what he said.
Yeah, okay, girl.
That's what he said. So, in a memo to donors, Trust in the Mission PAC, also known as Tim PAC, announced it would cancel all of our full media inventory.
Damn. All of it?
All of it. And that's speaking...
That's major.
High volumes, being that we're about to go into November.
Listen, we already getting political spots to place on TV right
Yeah.
now, and I'm telling y'all.
This is what the co-owner of, I'm sorry, not the co-owner, the co-chair of the Super PAC wrote. His name is Rob Collins. He said, we are doing what would be obvious in the business world, but will mystify politicos. We aren't going to waste our money when the electorate isn't focused already for a Trump alternative. Damn.
He wasn't going to win anyway. It doesn't matter.
But I think, and this is not me agreeing with Rob Collins, but at the end of the day, he has a point. Like, we're not about to waste time with this because we already know that he's not it. Unfortunately, the one that is, and we're hoping that that's not the case, the one that is probably going to be neck and neck is going to be the devil from Florida. Literally. Y'all need to seriously wake up. We knew Tim Scott wasn't going to be it. We knew that. However, the fact that this is happening this soon, they are knocking out candidates left and right. Like, oh, okay, yeah.
I think this election is going to be one of the worst elections in history. I truly and honestly, like in U.S. history, I think this will be one of the worst elections in U.S. history.
Yeah, something has to be done about Trump because he hasn't officially announced that he's running for president yet, has he?
I don't
know if he
Well,
can.
I mean, his name is up on the board. His name is up on the board along with all the other 20 people that's supposed to be.
Literally.
20 Republicans that are supposed to be running.
Well, we can already cross off one off the list, and that's, what's his name? Tim Scott. Like, It's only a matter of time for another fellow Republican nominee is also, and that's Vivek Ramaswamy. So Vivek was at some type of town hall in the state of... That's
what it's called. I was like, what is it, a round table?
Yeah.
I could not think of the name of it. Yes.
Some type of town hall discussion in New Hampshire. We're not exactly sure what town in New Hampshire. But this one lady had time to drag Vivek for filth. And it was very, very interesting. So this is what she had to say.
Mr. Ramaswamy, thank you. You've expressed some illogical and dangerous positions just about everything under the sun, but I will only bring up a few points today.
Okay. Just be respectful of everyone, but we'll pick your favorite ones. Thank you.
Just a few years ago, we all saw firsthand the disastrous results when a ruthless capitalist, a scam artist, a showman, and a liar with no public service experience became the president of the United States. And yet we are here again. My fellow New Hampshire residents are being manipulated by showmen and Trump wannabes to win our votes. Mr. Ramaswamy, you may be a millionaire, and you may know how to avoid paying taxes by incorporating companies in Bermuda, but let's talk about your lack of job qualifications. You're not qualified to become the principal of my children's school of only 1,000 students. You're not qualified to be the select board of my town with a population of 16,000 people. And you're definitely not qualified to run for the highest office of our nation to govern 330 million Americans. Spewing nonsensical, fast-talking, empty words, interspersed with name-dropping Thomas Jefferson and George Washington, should not be misconstrued as knowledgeable. We Americans should stop thinking that rich men who fund their campaigns and manipulate us into thinking that they're smart or savvy are qualified for the presidency, to receive the codes to launch nuclear weapons, and to become the commander-in-chief of our military forces. Yes, it's coming. Mr. Ramaswamy, if we American voters, thank you, it's coming.
We'll let her finish. We'll give her a chance to finish.
Thank you.
It ends with a question mark, though.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, you will. If we American voters keep supporting self-promoting showmen who treat the U.S. presidency or vice presidency as an entry-level position, then we, the American people, are to blame for the destruction of our democratic institutions. Please, your thoughts, Don.
Thank you.
Points were made.
I mean, he's not qualified.
I will say this, though. I'm kind of getting tired of this narrative of people just like writing these speeches. I really think if you really want to drag people for filth, like, ask the questions that you know he can't answer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I would have been like, what makes you qualified to run this question? With in 5 words, what makes you qualified to run this country? Go. Like, I would literally give him like a riddle. You can't talk about your parents being immigrants. You can't talk about you being a billionaire. You can't talk about how you went to school. You can't talk about you being a minority. And you can't talk about your age. Without those 5, name 5 reasons why you're qualified to be the president of the United States of America. Go. Like, get his ass. Yeah. These speeches, I mean, I'm not even gonna front. I probably would have been, where's the question? Because we got all that. We know that he ain't shit. We know that he's not gonna get elected. But like, if you really want to shut these candidates down, ask the question that you know good and damn well that he can't answer. Don't let me get in a room with Ron DeSantis, because I'm gonna ask some questions I know he can't answer. What's your problem with black people?
Oh shit.
Go. Why do you hate minorities? Go. And you won't be able to answer it.
Like I said, it's not Vivek isn't something I'm worried about, because I know they're not gonna vote for him.
President Ramaswamy, girl, please.
They're not gonna vote. They're not gonna vote for you, bro. I'm so sorry.
And he's scary. I don't see him going overseas to like be in the middle of some stuff. You ain't about to. He's scary.
I don't either. I don't either.
Can you imagine if he got a shoe thrown at him, like George Bush did? Like
he'd be out.
Oh my God! You know what?
He would probably resign.
Email me.
He would probably resign.
That was the funniest shit. Bush was like, "Nigga, what? Like
dipped and dodged.
Like really?
Dived and ducked." What's the last thing we got on here? George Santos, you said?
What'd you call him?
I was about to call him G Herbo, but I looked at the wrong thing on the list.
I was gonna talk about DeSantis.
Oh,
since we just checking candidates off the list.
Yes, let's get into DeSantis.
So the devil was on.
God, I hate this guy.
I do too. He was on CBS's Press the Nation. I mean, Meet the Press.
Impress the nation.
Here, and fail. But anyway, Meet the Press, and they were talking about obviously the hot topic, which is Israel, and the anchor really like called him on the shit, was like, actually, you said this.
An important thing that you want to consider.
Right, but there are 500 to 600 Americans stuck in Gaza specifically. And let me ask you a little bit more about that, because of the 2 million people who live in Gaza, half of them are under the age of 18. Let's take a listen to something you said yesterday.
We cannot accept people from Gaza into this country as refugees. I am not going to do that. If you look at how they behave, not all of them are Hamas, but they are all anti-Semitic.
I'm sure you know all Arabs are Semites, but how can you paint with such a broad brush to say 2.3 million people are anti-Semitic?
Well, first of all, my position is very clear. Those Gaza refugees, Palestinian Arabs, should go to Arab countries. The U.S. should not be absorbing any of those. I think the culture, so they elected Hamas. Let's just be clear about that. Not everyone's a member of Hamas. Most probably aren't, but they did elect Hamas.
In 2006, and then the military occupation happened after that, where they went in and haven't allowed elections since 2007. So in 2006, there was an election.
But there was a lot of celebrating of those attacks in the Gaza Strip by a lot of those folks who were not Hamas. But if you look at their education system, this has been an issue for a long time. They teach kids to hate Jews.
Hold on, pause. This is exactly what I'm talking about. She asked him a question that he could not answer. And he did what he does best. He took it back to Florida politics and started talking about books and education and how they're teaching hate. That wasn't the question. The question was, how do you know that everybody over there is anti-Semitic? How do you know what's in their books? Have you ever sat in a classroom over there and studied what they're teaching children? So what are you talking about?
The textbooks do not have Israel even on the map. They prepare very young kids to commit terrorist attacks. So I think it's a toxic culture. And I think if we were to import large numbers of those to the United States, I think it would increase anti-Semitism in this country. And I think it would increase anti-Americanism in this country. And that's something, after seeing those demonstrations, pop up in our country. Just with blood still flowing amongst Israeli citizens over the weekend, you had people taking to the streets cheering on the barbarism of Hamas in our own country. That was a chilling thing to see, and I don't think that that's something that we should ever think is acceptable.
No, but no one's talking about getting Gazan refugees here right now. They can't even get out of Gaza at the moment.
Well, people have mentioned it. I think some of the far left have said this is something that we should do. The U.S. has done similar things in the past, and so I just put my stake in the ground. Okay. That's where we're going to be, and I think that everyone running for president on the Republican side should follow suit.
It's also chilling to see Nazis outside of Disney World, but you ain't saying shit about that. Go off, sis.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
This guy is the worst.
Ron DeSantis is an asshat, all right? He's an asshat.
Oh, see, when you wrote that, I thought she meant asshole.
No,
you actually did mean asshat?
I meant asshat.
Well, all right, then.
Yeah.
I'm going with it. I'm with you. I'm with you with that. I was like, wait, what's an asshat? She meant asshole. All right, cool.
No, I meant asshat.
Okay. I'm fucking with it.
This is so fucked up. And it's because he's saying it with so much confidence that someone's going to believe him.
Yo.
Because he said over there, he said they're over there celebrating the bomb, the attack that they did. No, they're not.
No, they're not.
They're in mourning because they're consistently getting bombed. They've been bombed 6,000 times within 6 days. Who has time for a celebration?
Who has time for a celebration?
Then he said that they over there preparing their kids to become terrorists. Again, no, they're not. The terrorist in this situation is the Israeli government, forcefully pushing people out of their homes into a fucking 20 yard long thing, 5 mile long. Mm-hmm. Like, I need y'all to be so for real this upcoming election season, because the people who are running will say shit like this, like it is a fact, and you will believe it because you don't take the time to get your ass from playing Candy Crush for a second to go on Google and see if the facts are true. Everything that he said there, that is bias, that is prejudice, and that is racism. All wrapped up into one statement to make it seem like it's fact. That was nothing in that speech he just said was fact. It was all based off of prejudice and racist shit that he's seen in the news.
Right.
That's it. Nothing about what he said is true.
Nothing.
And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, that's what we trying to tell y'all is like, y'all are going to have to be diligent and working to fix what has been fucked up. Yeah. All of us collectively. Like, nose to the grind. Like, y'all like to do hustle and grind? Hustle and vote.
Hustle and vote. Hustle and vote.
You know what I'm saying?
Seriously. Like, we hate that, like, when world issues happen, it's like a pin in the political sector. It's just like, this is exactly what I need. Mm-hmm. And it sucks. Everything that he said, he just like reiterated Florida politics and just made it international.
Swear to God.
That's literally all he did. He took what he did in Florida, ruined the entire state, and just put a international label on it. And this is who is a front runner to either beat Trump or not. It's either one. It's, you talk about, like, the last campaign, the last,
election?
Thank you, Jesus. Mm-hmm. The last election, yes, we did talk about the lesser of two evils between Biden. We're not saying Biden's perfect. We're not saying that.
Right. Sure.
But Biden ain't over here just talking crazy over here. He's not doing that. He has his moment. Yeah, he be stumbling and falling and shit. But at least he's talking regularly. This is just straight up like they're over there teaching, hey, everybody's anti-Semitic. Like, what are you saying?
What are you saying?
What are you saying? But that's, shout out to that anchor. I'm not exactly sure what her name is, but she was like, hold on.
We're not even talking, no one's talking about refugees. They can't even leave the Gaza Strip.
Right. How you, like,
what are you talking
about that? But that's what he did in Florida. He literally sent everybody that was Latino and said, yeah, no, y'all got to get out.
Racism.
Straight up racist for no reason whatsoever. No reason whatsoever. But I digress.
You know what I think is going to happen? Because Egypt, I hear Egypt, Iraq, and Iran are about to come up to them borders. And I think we could be heading to another world war over this. I do. Y'all want to fuck around and play with them Arab countries if you want to.
Yeah,
Listen.
Let me tell you something. Real quick. Everybody like, I want to go to Dubai. I want to go over here. Okay. Okay. The only country I would want to visit is India, just because I just think they just have such a rich culture. I've always been kind of like really enthralled in what they have going on. But you know what? I can just watch movies.
Listen.
I'm going to be real honest.
Because they bought that action.
Yeah, I can watch movies. You know, I'm a big documentary head. I can listen to the music. Yeah. I can listen to it. I can do but going over there.
Listen, if Egypt, Iran, and Iraq pop up, we're going into a world war. I'm telling y'all.
And I'm gonna be right here on the couch.
You know they gonna start making women for the draft. Have you seen the news? Apparently now, if you're 26 and younger, 18 to 26,
okay, cool. So
women must be drafted.
Okay, I'm out of it.
Oh yeah, no, I'm good luck to y'all. It might be a good time to get pregnant if they start doing that.
You know what I'm saying? You know what?
What's that?
The last. I mean, that's literally the only thing that can save y'all.
Right.
Pregnancy don't sound half bad.
Pregnancy will keep you out of a war. That's all I'm saying. Have those babies.
You know what I'm saying?
Have those babies.
So then they can go to war.
Yeah.
But anyway, last on the political sector, we promise another corrupt senator, congressman is, whatever. And that's George Santos. We talked about him earlier in the season. Like, New York, y'all voted for him. But even though the red flags was waving
high in the sky.
Okay, high. Anyway, he's being charged with conspiracy, wire fraud, false statements, falsification of records, aggravated identity theft. What is aggravated identity theft? What does that even mean?
I don't even know.
That's crazy.
Let's Google
and all wasn't done. Credit card fraud. This is the man that sits on Capitol Hill every single day because people voted for him. So I'm just going to read this one paragraph. A 23-count superseding indictment was filed in the United States District Court of the Eastern District of New York, charging George Anthony DeVolder Santos, the United States representative of the 3rd District of New York, with 1 count of conspiracy to commit offenses against the United States, 2 counts of wire fraud, 2 counts of making materially false statements to the FEC, 2 counts of falsifying records submitted to obstruct the FEC, 2 counts of aggregated identity theft, and 1 count of access device fraud. In addition to the 7 counts of wire fraud, 3 counts of money laundering, 1 count of theft of public funds, and 2 counts of making materially false statements to the United States House of Representatives that were charged in the original indictment.
Oh, this nigga a criminal for real.
He's due back in court on October 27th, so we'll see what happens. Since then, he's been on Capitol Hill spouting a bunch of rhetoric about the battle in Israel and Palestine, just to dude, we know you're about to go to jail.
This is.
Did you see the video of him shouting?
No.
Oh my God, he was on Capitol Hill screaming like, "This is horrible!" And going in, and all the reporters is so funny. The reporters were like, "Wait, who are you talking about? Who are you talking about? You're just making a whole bunch of noise. You're just yelling.
Oh my God.
We know you're going to jail. It doesn't matter. Wrap it up. All this yelling is not going to stop you from going to prison. You can yell in jail for help."
He trying to get the heat off of him. No, whatever happens over there, your ass is still going to jail.
Because it has nothing to do with you.
You're going to jail.
These district court judges are not judging what's going on in Israel.
Okay.
They're gonna rule in your case.
You're going to jail.
It's horrible what's happening. Put out a statement and get ready for court.
Okay, I looked up aggravated identity theft.
I'm scared.
Simply stated, aggregated identity theft occurs when someone knowingly transfers, possesses, or uses without permission identification of another person and then uses that identification during and or in relation to the act of a particular felony violation. So you're not only using someone's identity, you're using someone's identity to do
for harm.
For harm.
See, this is my God.
Yeah.
Why don't I just become a lawyer? How is he
How is he able to do that if you're supposed to? Okay.
How are you able to just still, if you're charged with something, I don't understand how you're being handcuffed and walked off of Capitol Hill, like, get your shit, we're going to jail. You get what I mean? Like,
that's crazy. This is all right.
I don't get it. I don't understand how Trump is still able to, like, to have rallies. I'm not understanding how George Santos is able to still just shout in chambers.
I don't know how them two Democrats was able to change parties.
Yeah, what is going on here?
That shit burns me up so much.
Yeah.
Sis. It makes me
I understand.
hot.
Now I get it. I do. Because it just makes no sense. Like, how is that possible? Is there diplomatic immunity? Is that I was watching an SVU episode and it was a diplomat that literally thought like they could not arrest him over diplomatic immunity. They had to go to like some type of council and like beg and plead, like, this man is raping people. Like, he has to go. And of course, it's SVU. However, your elected official is being charged with aggravated. He's stealing people's identities. He could be stealing yours.
You know what? They need to lock up more diplomats.
Oh, absolutely.
Cause you know what? That you said that, even though it's just an episode or a TV show.
No, it's real.
Yeah, like,
it's real. Y'all out here
more of you mugs need to get locked up.
Y'all just out here committing all types of crimes because you think you can't be touched.
That's bizarre.
But rightfully so, because we're still why isn't he arrested? Why isn't Trump in jail? How does he have a mugshot and still, because he don't got no money?
That's bizarre.
Meanwhile, you ain't seen the rest of his people. It's him. The rest of his people, Mark Meadows, all them people that's been indicted, they MIA. Because they're in jail.
Damn.
You know what I mean? It just, I'm sorry. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Shit is weird.
And maybe I should have interned on Capitol Hill. Maybe it's a reason I didn't know.
Yeah.
Because I would have found some shit out and I would have been like, oh, about to sing like a canary. Anyway.
Is that all we got for politics?
That's enough.
Yeah.
You feel me? That is enough.
You are correct.
That is enough.
Well, no, the 9-year-old boy, transgender boy, Suing, North Carolina.
Oh, yes. I guess this is just news.
Yeah. Okay.
Technically. All right. So, here in North Carolina, there's a 9-year-old that's taking a stand, in the fight for transgender healthcare. So, he's a 9-year-old. His name is Victor Vo. He's a 9-year-old from Durham who identifies as a boy, will be blocked from receiving medical care to help transition genders, right? And it's all because of a new state law that bans many types of medical care for transgender youth as unconstitutional, right? So in his lawsuit, he's joining the youth and his parents in the lawsuit are the local doctor and several LGBTQ rights groups. The lead plaintiff is a 9-year-old, will be blocked from receiving medical care to help transition genders for nearly a decade or more. So
how is this unconstitutional?
That's what that's what the lawsuit is saying, that the new law is unconstitutional.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say like him having healthcare is unconstitutional.
Yeah, no, basically that's what the law is saying, like, yeah, no, you can't. You're gonna remain a little girl.
The law is saying?
The law is saying that basically you're 9 years old, even though you might identify as a boy, you're going to remain a girl until you are 20-something years old. Yeah. So hold on. There's a link that's claiming that actually... Okay, here's actually what the law says. Okay, a federal appeals court is considering cases out of North Carolina and West Virginia that could have significant implications over whether individual states are required to cover health care for transgender people with government-sponsored insurance.
Okay.
So let's see. North Carolina State Employee Health Plan it's a lot. It's a lot going on here during the proceedings. Yeah, basically like
so he can't get health. He can't get gender affirming health care.
Attorneys for the state of North Carolina said that the state-sponsored plan is not required to cover gender affirming hormone therapy or surgery because being transgender is not an illness. Attorney John Kepner claimed only a subset of transgender people suffer from gender dysphoria.
Dysmorphia?
Dysphoria? Is that it?
Oh, yeah, dysphoria.
Dysphoria. A diagnosis of distress over gender identity that doesn't match a person's assigned sex. And then they said North Carolina's insurance plan does not discriminate because it does not allow people to use state health insurance to de-transgender either, to detransition either. Child.
So if I had Obamacare, I couldn't get it, basically.
Basically, yeah.
But is it just because he has Obamacare, or is it because he's 9?
So they don't see, and I think that's where the battle in court will come. It's like, because what are you saying?
Damn, 9 is hella young though.
So according to the lawsuit, Victor is transgender. He knew from a very young age that his gender identity did not match his sex assigned at birth, and he generally lives as the boy he is in every aspect of life. However, with his puberty approaching, Victor will soon need medical care that is prohibited by the health care ban.
Oh damn, he like, I don't want no periods or nothing.
I mean, and I get it, because
I'm on mine right now.
Nobody wants that shit. So
9 is young though, yo.
You know,
I understand, but 9 is really young to have.
Yeah.
To make that decision, because you don't. What if you become 18, and then you're like, well, maybe I. Oh my God.
That's what the North Carolina attorney is saying. Basically, like, I mean, either, because basically he's saying we're not discriminating, because like, we're not going to help you get back either when you decide, to your point, when you decide at 18 that, maybe I'm just gay. I just, you know what I'm saying? I just like girls.
Yeah.
I didn't say I wanted to be one. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say I wanted to be a boy. I just like girls.
9
That's what
is,
this.
Where are the parents at?
Apparently, I guess his parents are involved. I mean, because I don't think a 9-year-old can.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't say exactly like that his parents are on board, but
okay, that's hard. 9. You know what? I want to know, with those who are trans who watch the show, like, would you as a trans person, like, if you were 9 years old, like, would you have?
His parents are listed. This is literally, I'm looking at the lawsuit. His parents are listed. So,
like, 9, you haven't really had that much life I'm not, okay, I'm trying to make sure
No, I get exactly what you mean.
9 is so young to be like, get these ovaries out of me.
Yeah, no, seriously. No, I'm with you.
That's so young, though.
It is very young.
I just can't get over how young he is.
Yeah. But I feel like, unfortunately, kids have it rough when it comes to their feelings being overlooked. I remember, we talk about it often. I remember my first crush. You know what I'm saying? I remember that feeling I had when I first saw, ABC, XYZ. I'm not going to say no names just in case he watches the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, you remember those different things. But, of course, when you're a child, it's like, oh, you don't know. You don't know. You're just a kid, da-da-da-da-da. This young man is saying, I don't feel like a girl. I don't get those feelings. I could care less about my hair. Especially if you're a girly girl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think it's very brave of him and his parents to be like,
oh, for sure it is.
Y'all need to change this. However, I feel I'm agreeing with you, sis. At 9 years old, I don't know if I would, as a parent, if I would. It's like, you know what? I support you. If you feel like you are a little boy, then I will let you live as a little boy.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm going to kind of go along with you physically transitioning this early in life.
Exactly. I'd be like, let's wait till you 18.
Yeah, or at least, can we at least wait till you're 16? At least?
Please, at minimum.
Because you know by like the age, I'll say about 13, it's like, you know what? I really like, I think I'm straight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You kind of know for the most part. I mean, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
No, I just 9, the age was really blowing me.
I'm with you.
I mean, shout out to the parents for being really supportive, and clearly the parents are involved because they're
and there's other doctors and advocacy groups of LGBTQ rights that are behind this young man. So, I mean, hey,
that's so young.
I
know I keep saying that, but I'm just like, that is so young.
It is, but it's just like think about like if you met somebody when you were younger in elementary school, it's like he's gay. She's
for
gay.
sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
We just waiting on you to say something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I guess the lesson is just like listen to your kids. Like I don't think that you just need to like overlook their feelings.
No, absolutely
because
not.
they're so young. Like you know, just
like their feelings are valid. But
Absolutely.
I think as a parent, I would have been like, compromise with me. Like 9 is so young. Like,
Yeah.
you never know. I mean, I know that you want to be a boy. Let's just ride it out for a couple more years. I'm tight with you. Like we thick as thieves, baby. Just
like if you still feel this way at 13, all right, cool.
All right, bet. Then we can roll up to the doctor's office and
we can handle it.
And we can get him out.
But 9 and then
9 is so young.
Then you meet some fine ass boy and you like, you know what?
Like, listen, look at you.
Actually,
like I told you,
I want his lunch. Like, you know what I'm saying?
All right, that's enough.
Sorry.
Next topic.
Okay.
That's enough.
I think
that's enough. That's enough.
Sis has a tea on this one about the Scholastic book. Because I'm tripping off this too.
Y'all. Okay. Because you know I'm bookish.
Yes.
So.
Come on, bookish.
No. Okay, but seriously. I'm trying to find.
Like, no.
No.
Like, I need y'all to understand.
I need y'all to understand. Like, this is absolutely bizarre. So the Scholastic Book Fair, everybody knows the Scholastic Book Fair.
And if you don't, ew.
Like, it was.
Yeah, your mom give you $10, you get at least 3 books.
Oh, she was giving me, I think, 20.
Oh
yeah, we was balling out at the book fair. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Niggas was buying books.
For real though, like that was like a thing. Like you look at all the other kids. Hey, Brokey, you ain't going to the Scholastic Book Fair?
Not hey, Brokey.
I was.
Well, it really was because if you wouldn't go, you did feel broke because like half the class was gone.
Yeah, like you in there writing notes,
and
like,
they come back. Look at all these books I got. I'm like, oh.
You don't even know how to read.
And they got stickers and shit.
Yeah,
pencils,
lollipops.
Oh, man. It was rough. Anyway, I'm going to read. You be like, damn.
Kids are assholes.
Kids are assholes, man. They really are. I'm going to read this press release from the Scholastic Book Fair so we can all understand what's going on. There have been a number of misconceptions that we want to clarify about how we have created a path to host Scholastic Book Fairs, even as schools and educators in the U.S. navigate restrictions imposed on them by state legislation and local policy. The biggest misconception is that Scholastic Book Fairs is putting all diverse titles into one optional case. This is not true in any school, in any location we serve. There is now enacted or pending legislation in more than 30 U.S. states prohibiting certain kinds of books from being in schools, mostly LGBTQIA+ titles and books that engage with the presence of racism in our country. Because Scholastic Book Fairs are invited into schools where books can be purchased by kids on their own, these laws create an almost impossible dilemma: back away from these titles or risk making teachers, librarians, and volunteers vulnerable to being fired, sued, or prosecuted.
Right.
To continue offering these books, as well as even more high-interest titles, we created an additional collection called Share Every Story, Celebrate Every Voice for our U.S. elementary school fairs. We cannot make a decision for our school partners around what risks they are willing to take based on the state and local laws that apply to their district. So these topics and this collection have been part of many planning calls that happen in advance of shipping a fair. We don't pretend this solution is perfect, but the other option would be to not offer these books at all,
right,
which is not something we'd consider. There is a wide range of diverse titles throughout every book fair for every age level, and we continue to offer diverse books throughout our middle school fairs, which remain unchanged. All children need to see themselves in stories, and it is extremely unsettling to consider a world in which they don't. Scholastic's commitment remains unshakable to publish and distribute stories representative of all voices.
I think that was very...
It's a nice PR message. Do I agree with it?
Yeah.
No. I don't.
Me neither.
I feel like because the Scholastic Book Fair is such a big thing now, I feel like it doesn't even need to be in a school for it to happen. I feel it can literally tour the country without being at a school. This gives you the option to have these books. Think about it. We're 37 and 35.
Yeah.
Talking about how much we love the Scholastic Books Fair.
Loved it.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the Scholastic Book Fair has enough clout and hype behind its name to go on a proper school tour without having to be attached to a school.
I feel you.
And I feel like instead of having this, because if you really care and feel like everyone should be represented, then putting up an option, and I get it. I get it, you know, laws and shit. Yeah. I get it. But also to me, it does seem like a soft way out of it. Or a way of like, well, you know. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's scary. It's giving scary. It's giving scary in a sense of like, if you are this is a pro reading organization. Right. You want all people to be represented, then stand behind that and find ways around making those books that are really important available to those who need them.
I feel that.
And that's where I'm at with that. But it was crazy that there's even an option that they have to like make it a category. Yeah. And then you can opt in or opt out of it.
And that was it for me. Like, what do you mean opt in or out? You know what I'm saying? I thought that was very weird, but I agree with you wholeheartedly. But I mean, I guess it's like, goes back to what I was saying in the beginning about corporations being socially responsible. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like, we're waiting on certain corporations and entities to be like, we said what we said, and we're going to do what we do. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, our pockets aren't hurting. Clearly, we have a fan base. They stand behind us. So why am I going to change because of some bigoted ass governor? Right. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be going in 2 years anyway. You know what I mean?
It just, I don't know. To me, you know, obviously I feel very passionate about this. Yeah. And I don't know.
No, I get you.
Scholastic Book Fair. Call up the collective curates. Let's come up with an idea.
Yeah, because I think there's definitely a way. I definitely do think that there's a way around that.
Absolutely, it is. If being in the school is an issue, don't worry. We can take it to the convention center. And now we having the whole city come out, and not just at the school.
I mean, you literally just came.
All right, well there we go. Idea made.
Y'all better not steal my sis idea. Y'all better not steal my without idea. Paying her. Okay, like. So serious. No, seriously.
I got an idea. I just came up in my head. I'm gonna hit the girls up tonight when I leave here.
Like, cause.
Yeah. Yep.
Cause the laws are saying in schools. K through 12. You ain't say nothing about the Charlotte Convention Center.
Sure didn't.
You ain't say nothing about Spectrum Arena. You ain't say nothing about the Panther Stadium. You said Myers Park High School. Or whatever. I can't keep up with all these damn schools. But you know what I mean? Yeah. So
I got an idea. Say less. Moving forward.
I think that was it, honestly. Everything else is pretty much like entertainment.
All right. Well, let's make our way downtown. What?
I just don't feel like talking about this, but
what?
This Jada Pinkett Smith.
Her book came out,
Yeah, so her book came out, Worthy.
Yep.
That's what it's called. And when I say she has had our group chats booming when we don't want them to. So just in case you've been living under a rock. I mean, and like when I say you'd have to be living like in hibernation.
Down there.
Like, you know what I mean?
Down there.
Jada Pinkett Smith has been literally taking over media for like the past 4 days, okay? First she said that she broke down that her and Will Smith have been separated for 6 years. Then she went on to say that Tupac too had alopecia. That was a thing. Like she's dropping all these bombshells. And it's like,
I missed that one.
I
didn't do that one.
He too suffered from alopecia. So we shared that commonality.
Okay, what else did she say?
Then, what else was it? Oh, Chris Rock did try to get at her. She was shocked that Will Smith called her his wife when he slapped Chris Rock on the Oscar stage. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. She was depressed. She introduced her kids to psychedelics. All these things, and we should have called CPS a long time ago, but whatever. she can't divorce Chris. She can't divorce Will Smith. You know, she just can't bring herself to divorce him. All that to circle back to say, well, we're working on our relationship. It was literally like a baseball game. Like, okay, we're at first base, second base, third base. Wait, nope. We got a foul ball here. Stay here. Now we're at third base, and now we are right back home where it all started.
I feel like I just know way more about their relationship than I should.
It's exhausting.
I don't want to know anything else about them.
My thing when it comes to book tours, and this is how I know with certain books are juicy and what's not, because like I feel like when you release too much information in your book, why am I going to buy the book? Why am I going to read this now? Because you done told me everything that I really wanted to know. I could care, like, we can look on Wikipedia and find out how Jada Pinkett Smith grew up. We knew she grew up in Baltimore. We knew she came from drug-infested communities. We knew all that. We know all that, okay? We know about your obsession with Tupac. Like, we know. We're like, I really, like, can we call somebody about this? So it's just like, why do we care? Why are we buying this book now? Meanwhile, other celebrities have come out with books, like, what's her name? Kerry Washington came out with books. She dropped one secret. About her parents.
I got something to say.
Oh, okay. What you guys say?
I haven't read the book, but I am in a Facebook group with like 100,000 Black women.
That's beautiful.
Called Black Girls Read It too.
Love it.
And a lot of them are like, her book isn't that good.
We're talking about Jada?
No, Carrie.
I mean, yeah.
But here's my thing. We don't know anything about Kerry Washington now.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's why I was shocked when I'm like, what's this book gonna be about? So this book is basically has to be about like her relationship with her mom and her.
Yeah, she had an abortion and her parents aren't hers. And we still don't know your kids' names. We've
never seen them kids. So that's why I'm like, what is this?
I think it's like this thing that like all the celebrities have to write books now.
They don't have to, though.
But I'm saying they're being offered, and it's like, you know.
But it's like, it would be like if Beyonce wrote a book. Like, what's she gonna put in that book? Beyonce not telling us shit. Beyonce do not talk to us.
She really don't. She just takes our money and minds her business.
Anyway.
And I kind of love that. But the book that I'm waiting for is Mitt Romney's book.
Oh my God. Y'all, Mitt Romney did an interview with The Atlantic, but it costs like a couple of dollars, so we didn't buy it.
Yeah.
But he is disgusted with the Republican Party. Girl.
Yeah.
He basically was like, they all bitches and he's scary as hell.
He is about to drop some serious stuff on his upcoming biography. You know, he even dropped some Oprah Winfrey stuff that didn't make any sense, but it's okay. Basically, he said that like Oprah called him to ask him to run with her for president. And Oprah said, what? That never happened. Like, why would I ask a Republican to run with me? First of all, Oprah is a Democrat, but then she also identifies as an independent voter. But it's been very apparent whose side she's on. So it's like, why would she call Mitt Romney? So I don't know where he got that from.
That's random.
Yeah, it was very random. Nobody knows what he's talking about. But Jada...
Okay, Jada, girl.
You know, I wish you the best, but it's just like, girl, we do not care.
Yeah, I'm done.
Like, seriously.
I don't want to hear no more about that relationship. I'm still a fan of Will Smith. They were trying to play my man on Twitter the other day, and I'm like, what y'all not gonna do? Whether the songs is corny or not, they was bops.
Yeah, first of all,
don't act like you wasn't dancing to Getting Jiggy With It, okay?
Getting Jiggy With It, Switch, all that is on my phone as we speak.
Okay, the Will Linium album alone.
Don't play with it.
We're going straight.
Okay.
And don't act like you wasn't singing it, bitch. The wow.
Don't act like you wasn't saying, here come the men in black.
Y'all not gonna do, this is a
You're not gonna play the first rapper to get a rap Grammy. Don't ever do that.
Don't ever in your life.
Don't ever play yourself.
Okay.
My DJ Khaled voice.
Okay,
but
show some respect to Will Smith. He will slap you.
I mean, right, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
y'all steady talking shit like he won't just walk up to you and be like, slap a bitch, slap back. Okay? Like, he will slap fire out of you.
He slapped that dude.
Did he back slap him? Back it? Because that's even worse if he did. I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
But either way, it was, oh God, what a time. But anyway, so yeah, go get Jada's book, I guess, or just go on Twitter. I don't know.
Yo, you're wild. You're wild.
Speaking of slapping, you got the tea on people slapping kids?
This video is crazy. I don't know what's going on in the UK, man. You man them a wild, bruv.
Wait, what?
You man them a wild, bruv.
Wait, say that what are you saying?
You man them.
You manned them?
You man them wild, bruv. You man them a wild, bruv.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I've heard them say it.
Wait, you manned them wild, bruv.
You man them a wild, bruv.
So basically, like, you wild.
Yeah, y'all niggas
you
are
wild.
like basically like you niggas wildin'.
You ODing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This just I could because that would be my favorite. What? What'd you say?
You man them a wild,
Can
bruv.
you imagine us going on the shits and giggle? What'd you say?
No, that light skinned man be really doing it for you.
Oh, see, for me it's Farad, because girl.
Really?
Girl.
That light skin will holler at me.
Girl.
Holler at me.
So James does it for you.
Oh my God.
Ooh, it's Farad for me. Like,
they're two handsome men, though. They are.
he called him daddy. I was like, point for me.
Yo, you're wild.
I'm engaged. But anyway.
This is a quick clip.
Uh-oh. I touched
Hold
something.
on.
Oh, no, I didn't. Okay.
Okay, please don't come in. Oh my days! Oh my days! No. Excuse me, step back. Excuse me. Don't push me. The fuck do you think? Leave. Do not be so noisy. You cannot.
So, okay. From my understanding, y'all saw that white lady slap the fuck out of that black
Girl,
girl.
jail time.
So this is, I don't know, this is some type of tour or something. Family. Okay. It says update. The woman who slapped this child was the tour guide at the Hotel Ork in Iceland. The school is refusing to share the details with the family. The hotel is also not giving any information. We have contacted both the hotel and the school. We will revert. Yeah, this is all I can. Someone else said, please blur her face, and it was not a teacher. But
it had to be.
But listen, it was not a teacher from. Okay, so apparently this particular school, Harris Bromley, is that a school? Yeah, that's an all girls school somewhere in Beckham. Okay, so it was not a teacher from Harris Bromley, but a tour guide from another school.
Oh,
that slapped that girl.
Either way, I don't need the hotel or the school to put out a statement. I find out that my child says some white woman slaps her, I'm going to prison. Do you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't really need the hotels. There's witnesses there. Somebody had to film this. So if all their stories are matching up with my child's story, again, jails. I don't need no statement from the hotel. I don't need none of that. You slap my child.
The way
you slap my child, like, I mean, it's straight in her face. I'm going to prison. I
kind of feel like I would have been okay if that black girl would have hit that white woman back.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
And then we both coming back and jumping her.
Because what you're not going to do is put your hands on my child.
Jail time. I'm going to prison.
Because me and the camera person would probably jump that bitch. Slapping my face? The respect for the elders is going out the window. I'm beating your ass.
I'm beating your ass.
Like,
there's no conversation.
Y'all saw how she slapped her?
She slapped the shit out of her. Absolutely not.
I'm beating ass.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
And I'm waking up the whole hotel.
Yeah. Okay. On some bad, what's that?
I get no sleep because of y'all.
Okay, everybody getting up.
Y'all get no sleep because of me.
Everybody getting up.
Yes.
Everybody getting up.
I need everybody to see that I'm beating this white woman's ass because she just slapped me in my face.
Literally.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Speaking of in the face.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
So, rapper G Herbo was on Funny Marco's show, right? Mm-hmm. And it got very uncomfortable and very disrespectful in the clip. And so, okay, so Funny Marco, y'all know the comedian. He has this like quirky sense of interviewing style, and it's been pretty funny. It's been very funny up until now. So now it's been like, y'all just letting people come on the show and disrespect him. So the clip, it just looks wild. You got the clip?
Mm-hmm.
This shit like, like a show.
Yeah. Fuck, man. Hold my cup, man. I'll give you a job. Hold it.
God damn, that's a quadruple shot.
Yeah. Hold on, let me take some. Hurry up, nigga. Hold.
There you go. He here.
Hey, hold that to the end of the interview.
I got you, my brother.
It's good.
I always, I remember you need me.
Huh?
Yeah.
You need me.
Yeah. I technically do.
Yeah.
But I don't. Hold this for me, too.
I got you, Troy.
Fucking goofy.
You need both of us.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, that was disrespectful. I'm sorry.
I get my suit, nigga.
That shit nappy already, bro.
Listen. I need y'all to know, like, look. Come on,
No,
I
know. Come on.
It's my brother. I really respect him. This is my brother. It's no disrespect, but it's like he's so fucking.
He drunk. Yeah, he drunk.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, he
no,
drunk.
I never.
No, you good.
I would never.
No, you good. Yeah. This bro. Yep. 100.
100.
100.
It got weird. Allegedly, they broke. Funny Marco had like this $30,000 watch. They broke that.
During this same show?
Yeah, it was a lot that was going on. There was some unedited clips that happened as well. I've heard things about G Herbo. When he gets drunk, he gets a little out of hand.
Like belligerent type of thing?
Yeah, a little bit. The other guy that was with him was Southside.
I don't know who that is.
Who I had to call my sister on this one.
Thanks, Simone.
Because she called me very upset about the interview. She was like, what the fuck? That's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
And I was like, well, who was the tattoo guy?
Yeah.
And it was, he's a producer and Young Miami, a.k.a. Carisha's child's father, right?
Oh, okay.
So, got that. Here's my thing when it comes to interviews. I think I tweeted the other day, I was like, I said the game, like when it comes to podcasting and interviews, like ever since Jesus and Mero broke up,
it really ain't been the same.
It just hasn't been the same, except for over here. We're good over here. You know what I'm saying? We state the facts. We have the interviews that y'all really want to see. But I have a problem with like this new style of like interviewing now. It's like y'all just, where are the questions? What are we talking about?
What are we talking
And I think we get to a point, and I hate that like producers and stuff like that, it has to get to this point where we got to take a step back and be like, okay, maybe we shouldn't have invited him on the show. You know what I mean? And I think it's time for producers and the talent to be like, yeah, no, I don't want them on my show.
Yeah, speak up. Say something.
Speak up and say something, because that was ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you know somebody gets kind of belligerent and out of hand when, liquor and drugs is in the picture. Why do we want him on the show taking shots and all that shit like that? It's just.
I mean, that's not to say that Funny Marco didn't want him on the show before, though. I mean, I don't follow Funny Marco, so I don't know.
He made a statement saying that because people was like, this was completely uncalled for, disrespectful, and Funny Marco did make a statement saying like, yeah, I was upset too, because it's just like, however, I wasn't gonna stoop to that level. You know what I'm saying? I want to keep my show going. I want to keep the narrative alive. So I'm not gonna go ahead and be like, yo, nigga, like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like.
That's good for him. Yeah. I can't say I think I would have thrown that cup back.
No, interview would have been over.
Oh, for sure.
We're done.
Yeah.
We're done.
Shut all this shit down.
But it was because I was telling Simone, because like I said, Simone literally called me and was like going off. She was like, I don't like it, da da da. And I've been in situations where I've interviewed celebrities and no one's ever thrown anything in my face, but I have been in very awkward situations in my celebrity interviews. Like, I think I was telling Sis, I interviewed a celebrity a couple weeks ago. Worst interview I've ever had in my life. I'm not gonna name drop.
You gotta tell them what they want. Well, it's probably gonna be never mind. It's gonna be a hitter. They gonna know.
Yeah, like it was very random and very like, what the fuck are you talking about? Very awkward. To this day, I haven't written the interview. Like I was like, you know what? We're just gonna can this because absolutely not. I had an awkward interview with Lil Duval a long time ago.
Really?
It was like, no. It's a few celebrities I'm like,
wow.
Okay.
Wow.
But shout out to the celebrities that actually have some decorum and that you can tell are, how do I say this? I think like interviews like what we just witnessed with G Herbo was like, so I really appreciate the celebrities that are grateful and humble for the opportunity, because like we didn't have to interview you. We didn't have to interview you. Like, we wanted to interview you because of whatever it is that you're doing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, things like that is just completely unnecessary. Like, I don't like it.
Yeah, that was,
Nasty work.
Yeah.
Nasty work.
No.
But it is time for the talent to speak up. Like, who do we have? Who do we have on the show?
No. Cancel it.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Cancel it.
So,
oh,
that's all I had to say about that. My Forrest Gump vote.
Last couple of things. This was interesting. So apparently, hold on, I have to pull it up, y'all. Did I send it to you?
Yes.
About Miss Berry. Here it is. Okay.
Halle Berry. Sorry.
Matthew Vaughn quit directing X-Men: The Last Stand after execs wrote a scene to trick Halle Berry into signing on. It said, this is like a quotation from the article. It said, Africa storm, kids dying of no water. She creates a thunderstorm and saves all these children. And this is Matthew saying, I went, what is this? They said, oh, it's Halle Berry's script. And then I went, okay, because she hasn't signed up yet. The exec said, but this is what she wants it to be. And once she signs up, we'll throw it in the bin. So they used the execs over at, is this Sony? That's not Sony. I forget if it's Sony or not. This is all from the Hollywood Reporter, okay? So this is an official, this is legit. Yeah, they put a fake segment into the script to get Halle Berry to do the movie. And apparently, it's not the first time that this has happened before.
I believe that.
I believe it too.
Yeah.
But also, it's, you know what's really insidious about it is that, this is about to get very nerdy, okay? But I just had to
It's cool.
But my nerds know that, like, that's a big part of Storm's character. Is you know, because she actually was married to Black Panther in the comics. Yeah, girl.
That's why, you see,
It's okay. So, and that was something that Halle really wanted, was to show that part of, like, you know, Storm's character, kind of like, you know, her being in Africa. And
so I wonder why did they ever do that?
No, they just used that scene to hook her into signing the contract, and then ended up throwing it out the bin and throwing it into the trash.
Oh, that's some bull crap.
Yeah.
This is what I was saying about, like, I would want Halle Berry, who's, you know, relatively quiet, you know what I'm saying? She doesn't really say too much. But I would really, like, that's a story people, I feel like, would want to know.
Oh, for sure.
Like, did you know that? Like, are you just now learning it with us? Like, what are we, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about here? I would want to know.
That's important. And, you know, like...
See, that's the person that need to write a book. So many people that should write a book.
I wonder how much other shady stuff happens. I mean, I know there's a lot of shady
stuff.
Oh,
yeah, for sure.
But that, to me, and the fact that you can't even...
That's egregious as hell.
The fact that you can't even get out of your contract.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, no.
You know what I think artists should start doing? Like, if they send you a copy of the script, if you feel like the company's gonna try to play you or whatever, something in the contract needs to state that this is the script, like, or this particular scene will not be removed from the film. You know what I'm saying? Especially if that's something you are signing, that's the reason you're signing the contract for.
That's why you gotta have good lawyers.
That's crazy though, but
That's why you gotta have good lawyers.
She couldn't get out of the movie because of that.
Ooh, that's nasty.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's nasty.
Yeah. And there are lots of actors who have been stuck. I think, what's his name? Ryan Reynolds wanted to play Deadpool.
I never finished that movie. I fell asleep.
It's okay. But nerdy again. Deadpool shows up at the end of one of those Wolverine movies, right? And it's a horrible version of Deadpool. Like, he can't talk. It was really bad. But he couldn't get out of the contract to do that, because if he got out of the contract to do that version of Deadpool, he wouldn't have done Deadpool 1 and Deadpool 2. Like, it was a part of the contract. Like, all kinds of stuff. Like, he legit had to play a shitty character version of Deadpool in order to play the version of Deadpool he wanted to play.
And I don't understand that. Like, why? What is that's my thing. Like, what is the reason behind it?
Yeah.
That's one thing I just will never understand. Why do I need to do this in order to do that? Why can't I just do the movies?
I don't know.
That are... I mean, I'm not calling Deadpool 1 and 2 groundbreaking, but it was like, a quirky superhero.
Yeah. Oh, the first one was great.
Yeah, I felt one day I'm gonna finish watching them.
Yeah.
But it's like everybody loves Ryan Reynolds, so you knew it was gonna you knew it was gonna make do well.
Right.
But it's like, why did he have to do this?
Mean, we saw Green Lantern didn't do well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't finish that one either. I'm just not a superhero type of girl.
Clearly.
Besides T'Challa. And Spider-Man. Like I love the suits. But Deadpool, Green Lantern, those weren't. Yeah. Besides those two, I'm like.
Yeah, there are a lot of actors.
Even Captain America, I could care less.
I mean, and good for you.
I just care about.
Captain America is a bitch.
Oh. Yeah, I just care about the person in, the
Team
actor.
Iron Man. This is a Team Iron Man account. And I dare somebody to say something because I've got time to argue about this.
What are we arguing?
You don't understand.
No, I'm just.
No, I can't. I don't have the time to go into detail.
I'm just curious as what the argument, because they're like two different characters. I do know that they're like two very different.
You have
characters.
to go and watch Captain America.
One is a nerd, one's a hunk type situation. I mean, Iron Man is, he's a freaking genius
who's also hot.
Sure, I mean,
You have to watch Captain America's Civil War to understand what this is about. See, this is why I don't have time to explain it to you. But if you have watched it, I'm Team Iron Man. Okay.
Ciao.
What up? We got one last thing on this?
I think we got one last thing. I don't know what's on there.
Did you want to talk about?
Oh, I can just say it real quick.
Okay,
yeah, the BET Cyphers were, as I predicted. I think I mentioned it last week.
We were recording when the show was.
That's right.
On.
I was nervous about the BET Cyphers, and rightfully so. But I will say this: the ladies, when it comes to women in hip hop right now, I am confident they are good.
I love it.
Lady London, Lola Brooke, Scarlett. Like her. There's another one I learned. I love watching the BET Cyphers because I get to know different rappers.
I saw Maya the Don was up there.
Maya the Don, amazing. Who did I say? Scarlett. There's another one. Big Gloss, I think that's her name, from Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay, come on, Big Gloss.
Feeling her. Also, one aspect I did like about the BET Cypher. The second one is the fact that they literally adapted the old school technique. Like they had Big Bun B. In a cipher, Cassidy. They had all these.
Wow.
Yeah, they had some of the throwbacks and like I'm gonna put Cassidy in the forgotten, folder, and that's no shade to him. It's just But he was a time.
Oh yeah,
he was a time.
Cassidy was a good time.
He was a time. The girls was loving him. He spit good bars. Like it was really dope. So, but the rest of the ciphers,
you were unimpressed.
Yeah, that made me really sad. One of my new faves, Ruben Vincent, was at the BET Awards. He performed. Like, I'm just a fan of that kid. Shout outs to him. Sexy Red performed. I wasn't a fan of the performance, but I didn't hate it either. It was like, you know what? This is a good crowd pleaser. Like, she gets the people going. And I can rock with that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, she doesn't have, like, a huge stage presence. Like, she's just up there doing her. She reminds me of, like, she is literally what I describe as like the project chick. She's the girl that like, this is my hood. Like, these my people. Everybody come on. We about to ride out. Like, and that's the vibe that she gets. I was kind of like, all right, I can rock with it. The Baby performed.
Oh.
Yeah. No? I mean, it was,
I haven't listened to any,
They had like a So Def reunion.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah, that was pretty dope.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, they put a lot of the old rappers out because they're like 50 years of hip hop. Yeah, true.
Well, apparently with So Def, we were supposed to get like a So Def anniversary in Atlanta, and that didn't happen. And I think Jermaine Dupri was talking about it's going to be sometime next year.
Oh.
So, because I'm like, that would be a festival.
They did it a couple years ago, though, too.
Did they?
Mm-hmm. And I remember this because it was right before the other boy from Criss Cross died.
Oh, yeah. Wait, both of them are gone?
Yeah, I think both of them are dead. Yeah, both of them are dead, as a matter of fact.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I remember, yep, because it was like, I think it was,
I didn't know that.
I was living in Atlanta when it happened, and I think like, no, I wasn't. But like maybe a week or so after that, after they had that little performance, the so death, whatever, the second one died. Yeah, the light skin
Oh
joint. Yeah.
man. Oh, that's my boo.
Yeah.
Child.
Yep.
Well, yeah, so the the hip hop awards, cool. But like the ladies of hip hop, my salute. I really think that the women are holding it down. And I think we're in a good place because the OG ladies of hip hop, I don't know where they at right now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Lil Kim performed at the New York Liberty game for the finals.
Yeah, the Barclays. Yeah, I saw that.
That was cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
I'm just saying, like, we we don't know what's going on with Nicki Minaj. Where is Foxy Brown? Like, where is she at?
That's a good question.
Eve is in London. Like, where, you know what I'm saying?
She
like
in London. She said, I don't need to rap no more.
Yeah, but can we get?
She said, I got that.
Can we get a Scorpion reunion?
She
can
said,
we
I
do
got
something?
that rich white man.
And I get it, but like,
I'm not doing a damn thing.
Can we at least get a reunion tour
I love that
or
for her. Go ahead, Eve. I know that's
Rough
right, girl.
Riders, something?
She said, I'm over that.
I mean, we know DMX is going, but like Jada, Eve. All them was Rough Riders.
Jada Kiss was Rough Riders?
Jada Kiss was Rough Riders, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Jada Kiss, he's one of my faves. But I don't think you could put him in a box. Like, he was Rough Riders, and you got was he Rough Riders, Bad Boy? Like, he was kind of all over the place type situation.
He was just where he said, I'm going to get in where I fit in.
I get where the checks go.
And I love that.
I love that for him.
I love that for him, too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was my little gangsta boo growing up. I had a thing for
boo.
Jada Kiss and Chic Luch.
She got get.
You didn't get Jada Kiss? He asked me out one time.
Jada asked you out?
Yeah, I have it on, like, I interviewed him at a Power 105 anniversary concert. And I interviewed him, and he was like, what you doing after this? I was like, oh. I was very nervous, and I just was like.
Lame. I'd have been like, man.
I ain't know. I was working, so I was just like, I gotta stay here.
You could have been like,
Wrap the show up. Wrap it up right now. Wrap it up right now.
You could have heard that.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up right now. Let's wrap it up. Wrap it up right now. Wrap it up right now.
She mad, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Y'all, nobody left a review.
You sure?
I already checked, sis.
What if somebody left it while we were talking?
No one left a review while we were talking.
You don't know that.
I assure you that I do. No one left a review.
All right.
No one left a review. They didn't say anything on YouTube.
It's okay.
Because y'all suck. It's whatever. Y'all gonna miss us when we going for this little vacation we about to take.
Seriously. Because then it'll be like, when y'all come back?
Like no. When you leaving a review?
Damn.
How about that?
Yo.
How about that?
What if we kept that energy?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, we're around.
I get around.
Yes. We're on Twitter at Headwrap Pod. We're on Instagram at Headwraps and Lipsticks. Check out our Facebook page, Headwraps and Lipsticks, the podcast. Go to our website, www.headwrapsandlipsticks.com, where you can get crew necks and t-shirts like the ones this is wearing today. So it's like adjacent. They are for sale, but not on sale. Our Cash App is $Headwrap Pod if you don't want to buy merch, but why wouldn't you buy merch?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you? It's a great Christmas gift.
Oh.
Yeah. How about that? Yeah. Yep. And then lastly, we are on a bunch of streaming platforms. Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. The Book of Faces. Oh, you know what I wanted to shout out? Shout out to, hold on, because she tagged us in a post on our Instagram. And she, hold on, I can't, what's her name? Shout out to Ironheart Blurred. She shared the segment about the airplanes in her class.
Oh my God.
Look, she said,
we're educators?
Yeah, shout out to Headwraps and Lipsticks. Being a STEM instructor who focuses on robotics, drones, etc. I had to let my students tune in and watch the air traffic control segment. You had them cracking up and asking to watch the rest for class. Sorry, kiddos, can't show too much. So I thought that was Ironheart Blurred. That's fire. I love that you incorporated us into the class and tell the class that we said hi.
Hi, class. Oh my God,
that is so cool, right? I love that.
We out here teaching your kids.
Yes, so that was
Be very afraid.
Be very, very.
Be very afraid. Oh my God, I love that so much.
Yes. Yes.
Aw.
So I have to reshare it so that
I
you guys.
that.
Yeah.
I really do love that.
Yes.
Aww.
Headwrap pot is for the kids.
I mean, yeah, technically.
Oh, not technically. And yeah, that's it, sis. You got a little corny joke?
Yeah. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. What car wouldn't Jesus drive?
I don't know.
A Chrysler. Get it? A Christ.
My God.
Get it? A Chrysler. Oh God, that's so funny.
Let's wrap this up.
I just thought that was so funny.
Let's wrap it up.
See, now I can do it.
But I couldn't do it.
You know what?
That's crazy.
I mean, it just...
Whatever. We'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.